Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new game of Frostgrave. Today I am playing scenario 7, or is it 8? I can never remember. I think it's 8. It's called the Genie in the Bottle, and it's got some special rules. One of the treasure tokens contains a genie bottle, and when you pick it up, it releases the genie. The genie is treated as a major demon. He's very tough. So I've got my initial setup here. What I need to do is populate it with the bad guys. Now, my wizard is currently level 14, so I'm rolling on the second column on page 177. If you're not familiar with my game, I'm playing solo. So what I do is it goes wizard phase, apprentice phase, creature phase, and then soldier phase. And I populate to start the game, all 3 edges get a wandering creature or 2 or 3. So let me see. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to roll a d20. I got a 20, which is a werewolf. So I will be putting a werewolf over there. Up there will be 1, 2 armored skeletons. Okay. And then the third one is also 2 armored skeletons over here. I rolled 2 1s. That's what I'm going to be starting out with. And then at the end of every turn, I roll a d20, and on a 10 or higher, another wandering creature appears. Now, this is not as deadly a game of Frostgrave, at least from a wandering monster point of view. I don't have an opponent to deal with. It's basically get in, get the treasure, and get off. But the wandering creatures obviously are here to make my life a little miserable. So if you're watching this and wondering why, I don't have an opponent, I'm playing solo. If you're wondering how am I making it interesting, I'm just throwing wandering creatures on it and just playing through the initial scenarios. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to get the werewolf and the 4 armored skeletons, get them placed along with the treasure tokens, and I'll be right back to get this game going. Okay. I have placed two armored. They're up high so they can see me. Those 2 down there, they can see me. And the werewolf over here on this platform can see me. So they all have line of sight at the beginning. I've got 1 treasure token here, 1 right here in front of this tomb, and then another behind this altar, this statue right here that you probably can't see from the video. All right, so let's get going. First thing is the wizard phase. Now, the Genie can only be hit with magic weapons. Now, I am very fortunate that I think most of my characters, I'm going to put a star besides the ones that have magical weapons. That one, is that it? I thought I had more than that. 1, 2. Oh, and my wizard has a magical one. So I'm going to have to start casting enchant weapon pretty fast off the start. So the first thing my wizard's going to do is he's going to cast enchant weapon. He needs an 8 out of 10. He rolls an 11. So I'm going to give it to the dwarf with a spear. He now is +4 fight, and he has a magic weapon. So on the wizard phase, I'm going to go straight down. I need to go get the treasures. There's only 3, so do I send him over here and deal with this one? Because then they'll be closer to the edge to retreat if they need to. I'm going to do that. So first thing, these guys are going to break off. The wizard is going to move 6, which gets him all the way. Let's see. That goes 2. And then 3, which is 5 and 6. So I'm going to put him right there. And I'm going to just surround him with the other guys. I'm not going to let them get too far ahead here. I want them to sort of stay together. I'm not going to have them double move. The werewolf is +4 fight, 7 move. Armor is 11, and it's +5 will, and its health is 12. So that guy's going to be some trouble. If he can move 7, he's going to get down here, and then he can double move. It's going to get close. All right, it is now the apprentice's turn. He's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to cast enchant weapon. He needs a 10. I got a 16, so he does it. And by the way, I'm going to be tracking successful spells and such here. Green markers, one for the wizard, one for the apprentice. Red for failed spells, and blue for killed creatures. All right. So who is he going to give it to? He's got +3. Turban's got +3, and the green cloak has a magic bow. Actually, that one has the magic bow. So let's do the shooting attack first. So he'll be +3 shoot, and he is a magic weapon. All right. I'm going to go ahead and have them go this way. They'll do the opposite of the wizard. I'll save the center treasure for a little bit later. So all of them are going to move 6. So he will move 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Wizard will be right behind him. This guy will go 4, 5, 6. They're just going to stay together. Now I'm going to have my ranger here shoot at one of the skeletons. It's a long shot, but he is +3 to shoot. The armored skeletons are +2. So red is me, yellow's the enemy. Red, I am doing +3 versus +2. I got a natural 20 versus its 8. I think it's going to be a safe bet to say with his armor of 12, 12 versus 20, and he's only got 1 health. Armored skeletons only have 1 health. That just kills me. I don't understand that. But all right, and that is 1 dead creature. You can kill a maximum. You get XP for a maximum of 10 creatures in a game. So I've got 10 blues. Just once I run out, it doesn't matter anymore. All right, they have gone. It is now the creature phase. All right, so we'll just start over here. This skeleton has a move of 6. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he can move half that, which puts him right about here. All right, the werewolf has a move of 7, so he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then he can move 3.5, which puts him right at the base of the stairs. And then these idiots down here, they can see me, so they're just going to come straight across. I'm going to have them move. They move 6, and 3 is 9, so they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one will go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just put him up here. They're about the same. All right, so they are coming at me. That is the creature phase. It is now the soldier phase. I've only got 2 soldiers. I've got a barbarian and a knight that did not move, and I'm going to have them rushing towards that treasure. They'll have to deal with the skeletons, but they're pretty strong. It's not to say this is Frostgrave. It's just as easy for a simple 1 health skeleton to roll a 20 and my guy to roll a 1. So that's how this game plays. You got to be careful. But the knight can move. Let's see, where is my knight? He can move 6, and the barbarian can move 6 as well. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just put him down here at the bottom, and that will be that. All right, that is the end of the soldier phase. They both double moved. Now I roll for a wandering creature. On a 10 or higher, I rolled a 15. So a creature does show up. If you want to follow along, you can look on page 177. I'm going to roll a d20 on the second column. I rolled a 3, which is 2 ghouls, okay? Now, normally what I do is I also roll to see whether where they're put. So I roll a d20, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then the bad is back here with me, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So let's see where they're going to be placed. 11, 5, 10. So they're going to come over here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So let me get 2 ghouls real quick. I'll just get these guys. I don't really have ghouls, so I will. Actually, do I? Hold on. Maybe I do. I do not. So I'm just going to use these gnolls as stand-ins. Those are 2 ghouls that have arrived. They are movement 6 plus 2 fight, plus 2 or 10 armor and 10 health. So they're kind of like a thug. All right, that is the end of that. It is now wizard phase. The wizard is going to cast Elemental Bolt on that werewolf. Elemental Bolt, I have improved it to a 7, so he needs a 7 or higher to hit the to cast it. Let me do that. So first I have to see if I cast it. 7 or higher. I rolled a 3. Well, I cannot take any chances here. I am going to take 4 health. I'm going to lose 4 health, and let me see. I needed a 7, so I missed it by 4. So I take no damage from the miscast of the spell. All right, so but I will make it successful, so I get a green, and then it is a +7 shooting attack versus the werewolf's +4, +7 +4. I rolled a 12 to its 10, so I win. 12 plus 7 is 19. Its armor is 11, so 8 damage got through, which means it has 4 health left, and it is wounded. So we can only take 1 action this turn, and which is probably going to have to be a move. All right, but I'm group activating. So my ranger, Gray Ranger, who is +3 shoot. He has a magic bow, +1 bow. He's +3 versus the... Now, the werewolf is injured or wounded, so he does not get any of his modifiers. So it's just +3 to +0. I rolled a natural 20 to its 13. I think the 20 is going to kill it. 20 minus 12, yeah. So I took out the werewolf very early in the game, which is good for me. Oh man, that werewolf had me freaking out. Because once that werewolf gets with you, once it is engaged with one of your heroes, man, it gets ugly. All right, that was the wizard's phase. I guess they can all move now. He casts a spell, and then he'll move 6, which is going to be down the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the rest of these will do the same thing. They're just going to sort of pile around him to keep him protected. And now it is the apprentice's phase. Now the apprentice, I think the bow guy can handle the skeleton. So he's going to go ahead and cast Enchant Weapon again. He needs a 10. I rolled a 17. So he's going to give that magic +1 to... let's give it... He's +3. Terminus +3. And he's already got a plus. So he's okay. Let's give it to... Who has the higher... The blue one has the higher armor. So let's give it to the turban guy who has an armor of 11. So he's +4 to fight. And he now has a magic weapon. And I got a successful spell out of that. All right. One tip, if you're starting to play Frostgrave, do not ever, unless it's just absolutely necessary, never let a turn go by without casting a spell. I mean, your wizard and your apprentice are the only ones that can cast spells. You get XP whether you fail it or succeed on it. Just depends on the amount. But cast those spells. I mean, you've got to use them, or you can't go back. And I guess you could retro it, but you know what I'm saying. All right. So the apprentice casts the spell. Now what I'm going to do is have the ranger shoot again at the skeleton. What he's going to do is he's going to move first. 1, 2, 3, 4. He moves, so he'll get -1, and then he's going to shoot. So he is now +2 to shoot versus the skeleton's +2 as well. +2, +2. I got a 7 to its 4. Unfortunately, a 9 is not going to get through its armor, so that is no good. These guys can move and engage since they're 1, 2, yeah. So they're going to gang up. They're going to get around, and they'll each take a shot at him. So let's go with the turban guy first. He is +4 versus +2, and he gets +2 with an ally, so he is +6. I rolled a 2 to its 13, which is unfortunate. 13 plus 2 is 15 versus his armor of 11 is 4 damage. He is down to 6. Blue will now fight. He is plus 3 versus plus 2, but he gets plus 2 ally, so plus 5. I rolled an 18 to its 8. 23 is definitely going to be enough to do 1 hit point of damage, so that skeleton is out of there. All right, but unfortunately, my poor turban guy is down to 6 health. I'm going to have to heal him up in a minute. And then last, my 1, 2, 3, 4, the apprentice will move down as well. That is the end of the apprentice phase. Now it is the creature phase. These two can see my group. So they are ghouls, which have a move of 6, which gets them to right here. And then 3 almost gets them to me. Almost. All right. I'll have to decide if I'm going to engage them or try to hit them with some spells and such. Once you engage them base to base, you can't shoot into it. Well, you can, but there's a 50-50 shot you'll hit your own soldier. All right, so they moved. These guys got to move, and they move 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 2 skeletons breathing down my neck. All right, now it is the soldier phase. Well, the barbarian will run up here and take a shot. Barbarian is plus 4, and the arch skeleton is plus 2. Plus 4 versus plus 2. I got a 12 to its 16, so it wins. 16 plus 2 is 18. 18 versus his armor of 10, is 8 points. He's down to 6 health. Ow! Now my knight will run up here and fight as well. They could not group activate, so that's why I don't get the ally. I couldn't first move them and then fight. But the knight will get the plus 2. The knight is plus 2 fight. Now he gets a plus 2 with the ally, so he's plus 4 versus plus 2. I rolled a 2 to its 2. We tied. I got 6, but 6 isn't enough to get through its armor. I did win, however. So I will push it back an inch just to disengage with it to give me some breathing room. All right. This one moved as well. So all the creatures have gone. It is now the soldier phase, so it's now the end of the turn. I roll to see if a wandering creature shows. I rolled an 18. Yes, it does. Let's see what shows up. I rolled a 1, which is more armored skeletons. Where do they appear? 13, which is over here. So 1, 2. 2 more appear. All right. It is now the wizard's phase. The wizard will cast telekinesis to try and move the treasure closer. He needs a 10. I got an 11. So I will move it 6 inches where it will drop down. It drops down right here on the edge. I'll just put it up here to be fair. And then he is going to, he's going to move out of the way because this skeleton's going to come down in just a minute. I don't want him to be in the closest target. I am going to send who's my fastest? I've got the Gray Cloak, who is move of 6, the Ranger's move of 6, and the Dwarf Spear. They're all 6, so it doesn't matter. But who's got the higher fight? The Dwarf Cloak has a plus 3, plus 4, and the plus 3. So, yeah, I'm going to send this guy to get it. So he will move his 6 and pick it up. Now, here's the problem. All right, let's go to the rules for the scenario, which is Genie in the bottle. All right, when a treasure token is picked up, roll a die. On a 15 to 20, the figure has discovered the lamp and releases the genie. All right, here we go. I rolled a natural 1, so that is not the genie. That's that's good, although now it's a 50-50 shot. All right, so given that he's moved, I'm gonna have these guys intercept that skeleton. So they're gonna move 4. Actually, the skeleton, I want him to double move. If he moves 6, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to double move, if he engages me, as long as I don't move farther than here, I don't have to worry about him attacking me on his turn. So I'm going to move these guys just up enough that he'll have to double move to engage me. Okay. Now it's the apprentice's turn. Well, the apprentice is going to cast Elemental Bolt. He needs a 9. I rolled a 2. I am not going to take 7 points of damage, so he failed it. Also, the wizard did succeed in his spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 1 failed spell. He is going to move here. He's going to ask this guy to shoot. So +3 versus the ghoul +2. +3 +2. I rolled a 6 to its 8. It got 10. I got 9. So it wins, but 10 is not enough. Oh, it just dodges. Sorry, I was firing a bolt. He missed. All right, so I'm going to have him move here and hopefully shoot at those guys in a moment. Blue is going to... They all are group activating, so I'm going to move him here and move him here. They're going to get the bonus. So blue will go first. He is normally +3. He gets the ally, so he's +5 versus +2. I rolled an 11 to its 8. 11 + 5 is 16. 16 versus the ghoul's armor of 10 is 6 points of damage. It has 4, so it is wounded. And now the turban guy has +4. And he gets the +2 ally, which is +6. He's wounded. He gets nothing. So it's a +6 versus +0. I rolled a 5 to its 10. 5 + 6 is 11 versus its armor of 10. 1 point gets through, so it's down to 3. All right, not the greatest, but what can I do? All right, so that is it for the apprentice's phase. Now it is the creature phase. All right, so let's go left to right. So this one is going to move 6, 7, 8. It's going to engage, but it double moved, so it cannot do anything this turn. This one will move. He's not going to move into combat with both, so he'll move here. Actually, I'll say the same thing for this. He moves into combat with 1. This guy will have to move to give him the bonus. So he's going to attack the barbarian. Why the barbarian? Because the barbarian took the most damage, right? Yes, he lost 8 points versus 4 for the other one, so he's more injured. So he will attack the barbarian. He is +2. The barbarian is +4. I got a 6 to its 10, so it wins. 10 + 2 is 12. The barbarian's armor is 10, so 2 points get through. He's down to 4 health, and he is wounded. All right. The gnolls. This gnoll will move around. So now they're 1-to-1, so everything sort of balances out. The first gnoll will attack blue. He's +2 to blue's +3. +2 +3. I got a 19 to its 5. 19 + 3 is 22. 22 is more than enough to take out that 3 damage that it did. So that gnoll is gone. That's another dead creature. The other gnoll, now he gets a bonus because he's got an ally there. This gnoll will fight this one. It's +2. Turban is +4. He gets the +2 bonus, so it's +6 versus +2. I rolled a natural 20 to its 18. So a natural 20 versus armor skeleton. No, that's not a skeleton. That's a ghoul versus 10. It kills it. So that one's gone. Got lucky there. I'm going to need to do some healing in just a minute. These two are going to move. They came out last creature phase, so they will move. They are armored skeletons of move 6. 6 and then 3. They are engaged. This one can move 6 and 3. So they're still going to be engaging with my fighters here. All right. So I can't use him to fight to shoot into combat, which is too bad. All right. It is now the soldier phase. Well, this knight will move around and he will attack. He gets a +2 bonus. He's normally where's my knight? He's +2. He gets a +2 bonus with an ally. And he doesn't have a magic weapon yet. I need to remedy that. +4 versus +2. I rolled a 12 to its 17. This is not good. 19 versus the knight's armor of 10 is 9 points. He's got 1 health left. 1, and he is wounded. My barbarian will strike. He only gets 1 action. He gets no modifiers because he's wounded. So it's just +0 versus +2. I rolled an 8 to its 10. 12 versus the barbarian's armor. It means 2 points gets through. He's down to 2 health. Oh, man. My barbarian and my knight are not looking so good. All right, that is all I've got for the soldier phase. It is now into the turn. Let's see if a wandering creature appears. It does not. Well, that's good. I needed a break. Now it's my turn. All right, the wizard will cast... He can see the barbarian. He will cast heal. 24 inches, I think, is the range. Yeah, he's got it. Heal is a 12 or higher. Ow. Where's my red die? 12 or higher. I rolled a 3. He failed that, so not good. And he will move over here. He did not have anybody within 3 inches, so he can't group activate. So he fired a spell and he moved. The apprentice is going to cast heal on. Blue is at. Well, blue's not injured. Turban is. Turban's down to 6. Ow. Okay. He'll cast heal on Turban. He needs to roll this is a long shot. He needs to roll a 14. I rolled a 9. I will sacrifice 5 health. He's down to 13 to make that successful. The wizard rolled, I forget how much I missed it by. He needed to roll a 10. No, he was healing. A 12. I can't remember what I rolled. I rolled something I missed. I think I may have to take a point off. I think I missed it by 9. I think that's going to be 1 point of health off. Yeah, 1 damage. So he's down to 15. All right, so the turban does get healed for 5, and he is back up to full health. So that's good. The apprentice will stay there. He can. Are these within 3 inches? I think they are. Oh yeah. So these two will fight. This could end very badly. It's an even match. So Turban is +4 to +2. I rolled a 17 to 9. 17 plus 4 is 21. 21 versus 12 is 9. That's enough to kill that. All right. And then this guy gets an ally bonus. He will be +3 and then +2, so +5 versus +2. +5 versus +2. I rolled a 19 to its 13. 24 is definitely enough to kill it. It's another creature dead. That gives me a little breathing room. All right, so apprentice just went. He's going to order this guy to run and get that treasure. So the ranger can move. The green cloak can move 7. Nice. 7 plus 3.5 is 10.5. So that puts him right there. All right. And I hate to send him because he's got the bow, but he is also my fastest guy. I need to get a treasure token and get it out of here. All right. Now it is the creature phase, which is going to be bad here. All right. So they're both wounded. They get no modifiers. The skeleton will attack the one who's got the most damage, which is the knight is down to 1 health. So he will attack my knight. He's +2 and I'm +0. I rolled a 16 to its 10. Wow. 16 versus its armor of 12 is 4, so I killed it. And boy, that was good. The bad news is they're so low on health, the genie's probably going to, if this turns out to be the genie, well, any of them, the genies, I need to heal them up. All right, so that was this creature. he's attacking my dwarf sphere. He's attacking my man-at-arms. My man-at-arms is +4 versus +2. I got a 19 to its 15. 19 plus 2 is 21. That's enough to kill that one. All right, going through the skeletons. They're not so bad, but if they get a lucky 20, you're toast. All right, that is it for the creature phase. Now I need to do the soldier phase. The only soldiers I have are these two and this guy. This guy is going to get the treasure out of here. He can move, normally he can move 6, so he moves half, which is 3. And then he'll move 1.5. 1.5. There. He's running for it. All right. These other two will move their full. They can move 6 each, except the ranger can move 7. So 7 plus 3.5 is 10.5. He is going to go 10.5 inches, which puts him right there. The short dwarf with the spear can move 6 plus 3 is 9. He can get all the way to, he can get all the way to right there. So they're going to go provide assistance for these. All right. That is it for the soldier phase. Now I roll to see if there is a wandering creature. I rolled a 3. There is not. All right. So far, so good. Wizard phase. Wizard will move 6. He'll move 6, and he's going to cast heal on the barbarian. Actually, it doesn't matter. The knight's down to 1. The barbarian's at 4. He'll cast it on the barbarian. Well, first he's got to cast it. He needs a 12. I rolled a 7. I am not going to take that damage. So that is a failed spell. And that's all he can do. Apprentice. Apprentice orders these two guys to... He needs protection, just in case. I'm going to have one hold back. Well, first off, he's going to cast heal on the barbarian. He needs a 14 or higher. I got a 2. So he missed it by 12. I keep forgetting to do the 12. He takes 2 points of damage for that. Ow! All right, so he's down to 11. And I think the wizard needed a... He tried to cast heal. He needed a 12, and I can't remember what he rolled. Anyway, I think the wizard's got a healing potion. He's going to use that in a minute anyway, so it's probably going to not matter. And he'll cast heal on himself if it gets too bad. Let's see. That was the apprentice phase. He missed, and he failed, and so I need to put a blue in or a red in here. And then he'll order these two guys to go assist. So the turban can move 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. So he can get all the way to right here. This guy, I'm going to have him hold back. Blue is my man-at-arms. I want him to guard. So he's going to stay right there. That is it for the apprentice phase. Creature phase. There are no creatures, which is good for me. Now it is the soldier phase. These two will move here and here. He's got what? 2 health left, and he's got 1. So they're both wounded. I don't know why I didn't. So all they can do is move. That's it. These two are going to double move. We're going for that treasure there. They can move. He can move 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then does he double move to the... Yeah, he'll double move and be next to the treasure to pick it up. This guy can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're all gonna... Hopefully, if this becomes the genie, we'll see. All right, this guy right here is going to move 3, which puts him right here, and then 1.5, which puts him right there. On his next turn, he will get the treasure off. So they've moved. These two moved, or this one moved on the group activation. This one also, I think, moved. I think he moved on his previous turn, but I can't recall, so I'm going to leave him there. He's got the bow anyway, and I want him I want him able to shoot. So, well, actually, yeah, that'd be fine. All right, that is it for the soldier phase. Now roll for a wandering creature. I rolled a natural 1. There is no wandering creatures. It's the genie that's going to be the bad one. All right, wizard will move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has a central view of everything. He will cast heal on the you know what? Heal or enchant. They are not going to be able. He's got to cast enchant weapon because the knight, even though the knight's probably the barbarian doesn't have a magic weapon. He's gonna cast enchant weapon. He needs an 8 or 7. Excuse me. I rolled a 19, so I need to change that. It's a 7 and a 9. Oh no, it is an 8. Sorry, I need to improve that. So he does cast it, and he gives the. We'll give the knight a +1 weapon. Knight gets +3 fight. He is now magic weapon, but he's only got 1 health left. So there we go. Let's see. That was the wizard phase. Yes, the wizard moved and he fired a spell, so he gets a successful spell. The apprentice is going to cast enchant weapon on the barbarian. He needs a 10. I got a 10. So the barbarian is now +5 with a magic weapon, and he's got 2 health left. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. How am I going to do this? That was the apprentice. Now it's the creature phase. There are no creatures. Soldier phase. All right, this guy's going to move off. So I got 1 treasure. These guys, what's going to happen is they are going to surround the treasure. Going to surround it. This guy, actually, let's do that one there. This one will go here. He stays there, and this one will move here. Now I've got 4 guys surrounding that treasure. On his turn, he will pick it up. All right, you roll the die. On a 15 to 20, that is the genie. I rolled an 8, so guess where the genie is. All right, he picks it up, and he says, all right, guys, we're out of here. I'm going to give it to... So he drops the treasure. So he picks it up, but he'll have to drop it on his next turn. So he'll at least move. He picks it up, and he'll move. Half of 7 is 3.5. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. He just moves it right here. All right. That is all he can do on his turn. They moved, and they can't double move it. I moved it to put them there, so that if he did wake the genie, they would be able to attack on their next turn. So they're done. He's gonna move all. Well, I don't know how to do this. All right. He's gonna at least move near it, and this guy will move up, so he gets a better view of the field. So he may move right here, so he can look down here. And then this guy is gonna move. Well, yeah, this guy will move up just a little bit. And that is it for the soldier phase. Wandering creature, 10 or higher. I got a natural 1. I'm rolling good for me today, sort of. Wizard phase. Wizard is going to cast. Well, he can't cast telekinesis because he's carrying the treasure. So instead, I'll cast heal. Actually, I'm going to use my... I don't need my healing potion because he's at 15. He's okay. I think he's at 14, actually. And he'll cast heal on the barbarian. So he needs to cast a 12 or higher. I got a 9. He did not make it. So that's a failed spell. And he is going to move this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to get over here with the apprentice in case that genie needs... He's going to gang up on this genie. All right. That is the end of the wizard phase. The apprentice is going to cast heal on Turban, who has... No, he's fully healed. He'll cast it on the knight, who he can see. He needs a 14 or higher. I rolled an 8. He fails it. All right. I really need to cast heal on those guys. All right, that is it for the apprentice phase. He'll actually move up a little bit. I want to have them to where they can all group. All right, soldier phase. This guy is going to drop the treasure. He's going to go, that's for his action. For his move action, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he's going to stay right here. He has a bow, so he's going to stay right there. These are all going to move. Well, the injured guys can only move once, so this guy can move 6 plus 3 is 9, so he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's down on the ground. These two can only move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All right, that is the soldier phase. Actually, this guy, they're just waiting. They're just going to wait. All right, so I'm going to move him around all the way to the other side so that there's line of sight. He's not touching the treasure. This guy is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move here. So I want them all focused on the genie when it appears. Okay. That's it for the soldier phase. I need to roll a 10 or higher for a wandering creature. I got a 5. No wandering creatures. Man, if the dice are any luck, this means the genie is going to be nasty to me. All right. It is now the wizard's phase. Wizard's going to cast telekinesis. He needs a 10 to move that treasure token. I got a 4. If I take 6 to make it happen, he's going to be down to 8. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go down to 8. I'm going to make that a successful spell so I can get that treasure token down here, right there. Actually, it's closer there. All right. And then he's going to move to it. And that's all he can do. The apprentice, again, is going to cast heal on the knight. He needs a 14. He got a 4. He missed by 10, which means I think he takes a point of damage. He missed by 10. He takes 2 damage. He is at 9, and the wizard is at 8. They're going to use their healing potions in a minute. All right. He's not going to do any group activation, so now it's the soldier phase. These soldiers, since they really can't do much, I'm just going to have them move. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double move. He will get down to the treasure. The knight will carry it off since he can only move. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's all he can do. Not yet ready to pull the trigger on the chest. So now it is the wandering monster. I rolled a 5. No wandering monster. All right. The wizard will move here. He will cast heal on... He needs a 12. I got a 10. I will take 2. He's down to 6 to make that successful. He's going to cast it on the knight. So the knight is back up to 1 plus 5 is 6. So he's not wounded anymore, which means he can double move. That is the wizard's phase. It is now the apprentice. The apprentice will cast... You know what? I'm tired of casting spells and taking damage. There's not a whole lot he can do here other than maybe... he can enchant a weapon. He needs a 10. I got a 19. So he will enchant... he'll enchant... The last one is the blue guy. So he is plus 4. And he has a magic weapon. So everybody's weapons are magicitized. Enchanted. And so that's good. So they can all hit the genie when needed. All right, so that was a success. It is now the soldier phase. All right, knight will pick up the treasure as an action, and then he can move Knight moves 6, so he can move 3 inches, and he's going to go right there with the treasure. The rest of them, I think I'm going to send him. I don't want to lose my barbarian, so I'm not going to put him in harm's way. He'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's just going to, the wizard says, get to camp, heal yourself. All right, so that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys against 1 genie. I like those odds. I say that now. All right, let's do this. All right, so it says, the rules say, once all the treasure, the genie is in the last token. No roll is necessary. When the genie appears, you may place it up to 2 inches away from the figure that found it. All right, so what I'm going to do, he picks up the treasure, and I'm going to put the genie, and I'm using, which one? I'm using this green elf-looking dude, and he's going to put him right here. The genie says, how dare you take my bottle? And I don't think the genie counts as a major demon. The genie cannot be hurt by normal weapons. The genie follows standard rules for uncontrolled creatures. It's past the creature phase, so he will not get to make an attack. He does have a shooting attack. And if the genie manages to kill a total of 3 warband members, he starts trying to run away. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get first dibs here. First off, does a wandering creature appear? Of course it does. Right when I'm getting ready to deal with the genie, it appears. What appears? 9. 9 is a giant rat. Where does it appear? 5. Way over here. Hold on. I'm going to put 2 giant rats just to make it interesting, although I don't think they'll ever reach me in time. Since they can't see me, they're at the halfway mark. There'll be a random movement. Okay, it is now the wizard's turn, so everybody's going to unload on this guy. So the wizard needs to do enchant weapon or elemental bolt. He needs a 7. I rolled a 15. That is a +7 shooting attack versus the genie's +3 fight. +7, +3. I rolled a 16 to its 14. 16 plus 7 is 23. 23 versus its armor of 13 is 10 damage. It has 4 health left. That was excellent. That was well worth that green token. Okay. Who next? Well, the wizard is near him, so he'll order him, group activate, to fire. He has a bow. He has a +3 bow. So he is +3. Since he's wounded, he gets no modifiers. So it's +3 +0. I rolled a 6 to its 9, which means I tied, so it dodges the arrow. Okay. The apprentice is going to cast Elemental Bolt. He needs a 9. I rolled a 13. I will take that. +7 versus +0. I rolled a 4 to its 13. 11 does not win, so the apprentice did cast successfully, as did the wizard, but it did not do any damage. Oh no, I didn't take into consideration. I thought for sure I was near enough. He ordered him and him. That was my fault. I should have had him fire on the wizard's turn, but now that it's apprentice, now it's the creature's turn. So unfortunately, this creature is going to do a shooting attack. Now, the way the creature works, I don't know how it. I'm trying to remember if there was a special rule about how it will target. Let me look real quick. See what I can find here. The rules for how creatures do, I think, is in the back. Is the creature in combat? It will use it. If it wins, it will stay in combat. Okay, it does have a shooting. Is there a warband member in line of sight? Well, there's a lot of them. It is armed with a shooting weapon. There is a warband member. It will shoot at the closest eligible target. It will take no second action. If the creature has no weapon, it move. Okay, so it will. All right, so the closest would be, I would say it's the one behind it. But he's facing these groups, and technically he has 360, but Yeah, I mean, the rules say he'll fire at this one. I thought it was going to say he'd fire at the wizard, which, you know, that would be my luck. All right, so he's going to do a +3 shooting attack against my +4 turban guy. +3 +4. I rolled an 8 to its 10. I got 12. It got 13, so it wins. 13 versus his armor of 11 is 2. He's down to 8 points. And I'll take that. That's fine. All right. It is, the rats. The rats, I use this yellow die to tell me to point where they're going to move this way, and then they'll move, well, they're kind of moving this way. So the rats can move what? 6. So they go 1, and then they'll go 5, and then they double move. They can they see? No, they cannot. So they'll just keep moving in this direction 3 inches. So they're right here. Fortunately, there's some terrain here, which I think, actually, yeah, now they can. They can see right through here. All right, so they will be moving in this direction, but hopefully it's not going to be necessary. It is now soldier phase. This guy is going to shoot. He is +3 versus +0. +3 +0. I got a 2 to its 8, so he misses. This guy group activated during the wizard phase. He will rush forward and attack. He is +4 to +0. I rolled a 13 to its 12. 17 versus its armor of 13 is 4, which is enough to kill the genie. And that is that. Now I just got to get everybody off. All right, so the barbarian can move 6. He'll go to right here. The knight can move 3. He'll move right here. And then he'll move 1.5. He's got the treasure. This guy goes back, picks it up. Well, he went, so I can't do it on that turn. Everybody else is going to bail. So these guys are going to move off. I'm going to leave my bow guys on. This guy's going to move 6 and 3. So on his next turn, he'll get off here. That is the soldier phase. Yeah, because these shot during, yeah, they're good. All right, it is now wandering creature. If one shows up, 10 or higher, 7. One does not. It is now wizard phase. The wizard tells everybody, get out of here. He will move his full 6 + 3. He's off. The apprentice group activates with the knight. He says, everybody get out of here. He will move off. The knight will move 3 and then 1.5. So he's almost out of here. This guy will move on all the rest of them will move on soldier phase. Enemy phase, these guys will move 9. All right, soldier phase, he goes back and picks it up. These two, I'll wait for the rats to show themselves. I've got one more creature to kill to max out my creatures. This guy will move off. The barbarian will move off. He group activated, so he can't. These two will stay put. He moved and picked up. That's the end of the soldier phase. Does a wandering creature appear? Yes, it does. What's going to appear? An 18, which is a snow troll. Hang on. Snow troll. I probably have something like that. All right, where does it appear? 3. Actually, I'll roll that again. 10. So it appears up here, and it bellows. Oh, man, I don't want to deal with a snow troll. All right. All right, now it is the wizard phase. No wizard phase, because there's no wizard. No apprentice. Now it's the creature phase. These things will move 9, which put them right here. And then he can move the snow troll, which I've encountered before, believe it or not. His is a movement of 4. So 4 + 2, it double moves is 6. It sees this guy over here, so 6. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going for this guy. This guy may not make it off with the treasure. We'll see. This one, all right, now it's soldier phase. So the knight will get the last treasure off. So I got all 3 treasures off. These 2 will shoot. This one is going to move here and shoot. He's -1 to shoot. So he's +2 versus the rats +0. +2 +0. I rolled a 4 to hits 12, so that one dodges. This guy will back up. He's +2 to +0. I rolled a natural 1 to hit 17, so they both missed the stupid rats. This one up here sees the troll. He will move Turbine is 6, so he can move 3, which gets him to right here. And then he'll move 1.5, which is basically just 1 step. This is going to be close. All right. That's the end of the soldier phase. It is now time to roll for Wandering Monster. I rolled a 16. Yes. Now one does. I told you they were going to start appearing. What is it? 4. A wraith. Where does it appear? 11. Oh, it appears right here. Oh, no. Okay, a wraith. I'll just use this as the wraith. Okay. I don't know. These guys are going to have to shoot at the wraith and then leave. I can't risk losing them too. So let's, that was the wandering creature phase. It's now wizard. Oh no. Creatures move before soldiers. All right. So wizard and apprentice phase. Now it's the creature phase. These things are going to move 9, which put them right here. They're like staring me down. This stupid thing, which is a wraith, which is, I know I had a wraith somewhere. Didn't have it on the back here. Oh, I guess I don't. Let me look up the wraith. I know the wraith is not good. Wraith are hard to kill. They also do energy drain. The energy drain is double damage in combat. Oh, man. All right, and it's +2 to fight and 6 to move. So it will move to engage him. The wraith is +2. I am just a normal +2, so, and it does double damage, so +2, +2. I rolled a 2 to its 6. 8 is not enough to get it through my armor, however. All right, that's not bad. It is now, oh, yeah, this one has to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's coming. It is now soldier phase. This guy's going to get out of here. He can move 3, 1.5, 4.5. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's like, guys, I'm out of here. I thought I had all 3 treasures. No, I don't. This guy's got to get off. All right. This soldier will move here. He's going to give that guy +2 modifier. So it's +4 versus +2. I rolled a 3 to its 7. 9 is still not enough to get through my armor. This one will attack. He now is +4 versus +2. I got an 8 to its 17. 19 versus, ooh, that's green. 19 versus 11 is 8. He's down to 4. He is also injured. Oh, no. All right. That is it for the soldier phase. The rats are going to gang up on me. All right. Wizard goes by. Apprentice goes by. Now it's the creature phase. So this one will jump down for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's coming. The rats will move to engage. Let's just go ahead and do the rats. The rat gets a +2 because it's ganged up with. So the rat is +0. So it's +2 versus my +2. I got a 6 to its 1. 8 is not enough, I think. Rat 8 versus its armor of 6 is 2 points. It is enough to kill a rat. So I did get the last blue. This rat will attack. It gets a +2 modifier, so it's +2 versus +2. And it rolled a 16 to my 9. 16, that is Gray Cloak. 16 versus 11 is 5. He's down to 7 health. Wow. Okay. And then, of course, the Genie now will strike at the weakest member. He's got, Gray has 7, Green has 4. So he will strike at 4. He is he's not doing a shooting attack this time. He's just doing straight combat. He is +3. +3 and +3 for shoot and fight. +3 versus Green. And he doesn't get the bonus because the rat was attacking gray. So plus he's wounded, so he gets no modifiers. So +3 versus +0. I rolled a 10 to its 9. I win, which means I could shove it back an inch. 10 doesn't do anything to its armor of 13, but I can run. He's injured. I could run. So now it is the soldier phase. So this guy will move off. I did get all 3 treasures. This guy is not engaged with the rat, so he will run. He's injured, so he can only move, and he will move to get out of there. Unfortunately, that leaves 1 ranger to deal with these 2. He's not engaged here. If he beats the rat, he can run. So it's plus, gray is at 7. So he's +2 versus +0. I got a 10 to its 12. 12 versus his armor of 11. 1 point got through. He's down to 6 health, which means the rat will stay engaged with him. It is now it goes to the creature, wandering creature. Let's see. Yep. Let's see what appears. A 5, which is a bear. Why not? Where does it appear? 6. It appears way up here. All right, there's a bear. It is now wizard phase, nothing. Apprentice phase, nothing. Creature phase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will engage. He's got a +3 versus, or no, +5 because of the rat. +5 versus my +2. +5, +2. I got 19 to its 7. 19 versus this. 19 versus his armor of 13 is 6 points, which is enough. How much damage did I do to the? That's not a genie. That was a wraith, wasn't it? You know what? That wraith hit earlier. I think he would have killed him. The double damage. I'm going to rule it that he did. I'm pretty confident. Let's see what would have happened with the rat. The rat's going to get +2, +4. He's going to get +2 versus my +2. The rat did not beat me. I'm still engaged, though. I can't fight him. So next, this guy would ramp up, and he's going to clobber me. Oh, yeah. So there's no point. So I did lose 1 warband member and all that mess. Bleh. All right, I lost one of my rangers. Thankfully, the rangers aren't too expensive to replace if I lose him to death or whatever, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to take a real quick break, and I'll be right back to do the post-game roll-ups. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead, and we're going to start on page, for the campaign, going to do Injury and Death, page 74, Soldier. So I did lose 1 guy, 1 of my rangers. Let's roll. I roll a D20. I rolled a 3. Dead. So he is out of the game. So I will have to, and that was the gray cloak guy. Okay, so he is dead. All right, no worries. All right, let's do experience. All right, so experience here. That's these. All right, so for each failed spell, you get +5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get 30 XP for failed spells. For successful is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 110 points. Like I said, you're doing yourself a disservice if you do not cast spells. It's a great way to get XP for your wizard. For each game in which the wizard participates, +40. So that's a participation award, because we live in 2023. For each treasure token secured by the wizard or their warband. I got all 3, so it's +120 for tokens. And for each uncontrolled creature, +5, which I killed 10, so that's +50 for bad guys. And that adds up to 140, 180. 180 plus 120 is 300. 350, but the maximum you can get is 300. So I got the max again. I cannot improve health anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and improve the wizards. I'll improve their... They don't... It doesn't really matter. I don't like my wizards to get in fights, but I'm going to go ahead and do a +4 fight. And he's got a +1 staff, so he's +4, +5. So I spent 100 on that. I'm going to improve one spell. I'm going to improve heal down to 11 and 13. So to lower heal, 100 for that, 100 for fight, and 100 to lower the cost of heal. And then I don't really have another spell I want to learn, so I think that'll do for now. All right, there are some after game spells. I have something called Embed Enchantment. It is both my wizard and my apprentice can cast it. It is hard to cast because it is I think it's a 14 for me. Embed Enchantment. So 14. So I'm going to roll the wizard first. On a 14, it means I get to assign one of these magic pluses that I gave one of my guys. I can do it. So I rolled a 16. All right. So let's make the barbarian's weapon +1 to hit. So now he is at +6, +5 permanently, and it is a magic weapon. All right. All right. So I need to make an embed enchant on the barbarian +1 fight. Okay. And now the apprentice can do it. He needs a 16. I got a 19. Woohoo! All right, let's do that. Let's give that to the other bow. We'll make that a +1 bow. So that is a magic permanent. So the +1 bow for green cloak. All right, not bad. That was nice. And then I need to do my home base library. I roll a d20. On a 15 or 18, I find a scroll. On a 19 or 20, I get a grimoire. I rolled an 8, so I got nothing this turn. Nothing. And then finally, I get 3 treasure rolls. And that is on page... You start on page 85. So let's just do this. So the first... I'll roll it over. 1, 2, 3. So the first one is a 13, which is 40 gold and a magic item. All right. Second one is an 18, which is 80 and a grimoire. And the third one, by the way, the rules said there's nothing fancy about this, about these treasures. Oh, the third one is the lamp, which is worth 250 gold. It's not a magic item. So there we go. Not bad. Got some good gold out of it. 120, 370 gold plus whatever I have currently, which is 445. So I can go crazy. Go buy some stuff. All right, I think that is it. I did the vault. I did the home library. I did all the XP. I don't think I have any more after game spells. I think I just have that one. Let me double check. Pretty sure that was it. Yeah, that was it. Embed Enchantment was the only out of game. All right, that's it for this game. That was kind of fun. A little stress there, but they got in, got the treasure, and got out. The genie really wasn't that big of a thing, although I got ganged up on at the end here, and they did kill my second ranger. All right, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. I'll be back very soon with the next scenario, which is called, by the way, I'll go and tell you, after the Genie one, it is The Keep. All right, The Keep. I'll be playing The Keep in my next video. Please join me then. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for watching, and everybody, take care.